Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Stardrive, a 4X sort of pseudo real-time strategy game developed by Zero Sum Entertainment. I thought we would just play it a little bit, you know. I really like this game. It's got a really robust sort of customization system where you can customize your ship, obviously, but it's like in a canvas, if that makes sense. Like imagine like a canvas and you have like a paintbrush, and the paintbrush has like turrets and armor pieces. It's better if I just show you. Now, I'll be honest, the original version of Stardrive isn't very good. Uh, as you can see, I have an obvious mod running. I have two mods going. And if you're thinking about buying this game, after I showed off and whatnot, you need to get the black box Texas mod, and as an addition, you get the combined arms mod. Couple of things I should say as well. Like these two mods pretty much make the game a lot more robust. It really fleshes out the tech tree system to where it where it needs to be. Basically, without these two mods, you're playing a shit version. The black box mod especially, where it just basically fixes so many like bugs and issues with like weapon targeting and all that stuff. It's highly recommended you get these two mods. With that said, this game is prone to crashing, but that's only because the game has a shitty memory capacity. It can only carry 2.5 gigabytes of worth of memory, and once it reaches that limit, things will start breaking. So there will be some cuts to this playthrough. So if you see some cutting, that's because it probably crashed and I had to reload a save and do all this stuff. So let's get started. Let's do this. I'm excited. So I like to play as the human. I like their ships. I like the ship design. You get like how many factions? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and this is the a modded faction. They're basically human, but they have like different ships. So you get 9 factions to play with, or not classes, but like races to play with. But I like playing as a human. I like their ships. I like their ship design. They're fun. So let's go galaxy size. Again, talking about the gigabyte limit. You know, if you have to have if you want like a huge map, then you're probably going to be seeing a lot more crashes because it can't handle too much going on. That's just the way it is. I don't like it. I think it's shit, but you're gonna have to be gentle with the game a little bit. So let's, instead of going truly epic, maybe in the future I'll do a truly epic map, but that will mean a ton of cutting, and we're gonna have 3 opponents and capital elimination, or just sandbox corners. I like corners. Corners is fun. So yeah, and we have Revenant presence. If you played, say, other 4X games where they have like some ancient builder race that is floating around, this is basically the same thing. These remnants will protect very, very good planets. So you have to take out these remnants in order to get access to the planets. So let's just have a lot more. You know what? Let's go crowded. Let's go crazy. Oh, let's go crowded. Why not? Why the fuck not? So I think this is good. So let's get started. Actually, let's not. Let's talk about this sort of stuff. You got industrious. You know, you get your little bonuses. Industrious, 35% bonus to production. Meticulous, 25% bonus to tax income for their attention to detail. That just means more money coming in. Production means more, you know, production for like how fast your ships are created. And smart, 35% bonus to research efforts, and you get a prototype flagship, which is good. So let's get started. Let's engage here. All right, so let's get started. So if you press the spacebar, you can pause the game. That's what I'm doing right now. This is what I like to do. I like to just get rid of all these. If you go to ship list, you can just order the ship to destroy itself, and you get a little bit of income back. I think you do. I'm not quite sure. But what this does, it just frees up like upkeep, because each ship has a certain upkeep. It just frees up more upkeep. So get rid of this, get rid of this. Okay, and we're in pause mode still, so I'm going to concentrate mostly on expanding my scientific research. So I'm just going to concentrate staying at home at my home planet and just concentrating on research here. So as you can see, there's a ton of like tech tree options here that you can fool around with. It really does make it very robust, the combined arms mod. And here's all the ship hulls. We'll be playing around with these later. If you played Stardrive, the original Stardrive, you get access to Titan, but now this mod adds like a Super Titan. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. It's great. So, yeah. Get biospheres going. You want that. It's probably a good idea to get some xenofarming done. That way we can allocate more resources to the science sectors and all that. God, my words are so fucked today. So yeah, let's get started here. Don't need that much food. The reason why I'm doing this is because I'm not having other planets right now. I'm just going to concentrate on planet Earth. And we can just like keep our food as low as possible. That way we can allocate as much material or our human resources, I should say, to science, so we can research faster, or I should say I can research faster. It's always a weird thing to say. You know, YouTubers, they say, oh, guys, we can do it together and all this weird stuff. It's like, well, I'm the one doing it. You're just watching, aren't you? Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna unpause here, and I'm gonna increase the speed. You can increase the speed with numpad, the plus numpad. So I'm gonna press that, get that guy to start exploring to other planets. And already he found some remnant. Burping. Already he found some remnants, so that's what this little thing means. So yeah, we're just gonna stay here for a while. I have this like weird little fetish of mine. Not really a fetish, why did I say that? But like this weird OCD where I like to organize my buildings. Like I'll just have like, this is a science corner, this is the production corner, this is the food corner, and this is the money corner. And yeah, it's what I like to do. So right now we're just waiting for things to happen. Aren't we all though? Aren't we all just waiting for things to happen in our lives? Leave a like if you agree. Thank you. Waiting for things to happen. So I'm losing money right now, but that's okay. I mean, it's quite easy to bring it back up. You just have to increase the tax rate. Now the thing is about the tax rate, the higher tax rate, the less like research and production you'll get, as well as like food. So you kind of have to like dance with it a little bit. Like, oh, I need more money, so you just raise it to max, and then once you get the amount that you want, you put it back down again, so you can maximize your research again, research potential. That's what you need to do. Things happening. So we have hyperspace flux right now. Yeah. Sorry guys if it's not very interesting. It's a little slow to start off with, especially since like my scout ship got killed within the first 2 seconds. And because we're concentrating, or I'm concentrating I should say, on developing my home planet a bit, So it's just a lot of waiting and building and all that good stuff. I'm gonna increase the tax here. Fuck it, no, let's leave it low. What am I clicking on? Get the money. Oh, what I clicked there was just like a building that increases the amount of money you get per citizen. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to get biospheres, which is going to clear up this sort of fog here, these black spots, and then I'm going to, and they're going to and then they're going to, oh god, lost my train of thought. And what they're going to do is basically increase the population count, because now there's like habitable land. There we go. Fucking brain. Jesus. Fucking Jesus. So here we go. This is the money corner. Let's just quickly produce this. Produce, and there. Oops. Yeah. Put that down there. Maximize potential. There we go. See, so because we had more food coming in, I could reallocate more people onto being scientists. So it works out. It works out. Still losing money though. That's okay. Could grab that too. Grab this. Grab that. And this and this. And that should be good for now. And then we grab this. So what I just clicked on here, advanced colony module, that means instead of getting like 10, I think it's 10, you know, food and production whenever you like colonize a planet, you get 30. So that's good. And this one will give you just like a free manufacturing plant or free food replicator. Now this is probably the most important one, because that's basically for every planet. If you have this on your ship, this module on your ship, it will deploy a free research module, which will give you like 0.3, or as it's saying 0.5 extra bonus. And because you have all this, you have the food replicator and the manufacturing plant, the plants can pretty much support themselves without much oversight. So this is good to have on your colony ships. And you put like a military outpost, that means it can start producing troops and stuff. So it's good to have that. Yes. God. A lot of dead air right now, yeah. A lot of things to cut out, a lot of things to speed up, for sure. Ooh. So much to allocate. the soil fertility. This is what I want. It's good to have, because that means I can allocate more onto research. I mean, this game's not too bad, to be quite honest with you. It's just the developer Zero, he's kind of like, he's not important now because he's done. He's not in the industry anymore, but like he had a good idea here, but it's just like executed kind of poorly. It just needed to be more robust, right? So much waiting, you guys. I'm sorry. A lot of things to cut out. Bum rush. This is good to have. Planetary Stock Exchange. That's basically like worth, it's like 2 Imperial offices. And there we go. Look at all that cash come in. Now we can bring us down even more. That way we can allocate more for research. And actually we're at 0 and we're still making profit. So this is good. This is what we're looking for. We're in a good spot now. Or I'm in a good spot now, I should say. Allocate, maximize potential. Build some Space Marines. Just have like something going on with it comes to production here. Actually, I should get rid of that. I'm pretty sure this is going to be like finished by the time the second Marine gets built, so. Maybe even before. A lot of footage to cut today, I think. Maybe I should just release it red and raw. Ooh, here we go. That's nice, dear. Space mollusks, if you didn't know. Bum rush. Sure, I don't want to attack yet. Just wondering what to get here. I would like to get better fighters. I'd like to get this. I'd like to get this and this and this. And I'd like to get that and that. Energy, get that. get this and this and this. Haha, and this and this. Haha. There we go. Like every 4X game, you know, it starts off pretty slow. You know, there's not really much to say. I could explain what's going on. Basically, I was researching, you know, weapons. You have the ballistic weapons, you have the energy tree, you have guided weapons, you have special weapons too, somewhere in here. Yeah, you have like flamethrowers, you have plasma weapons as well. I should really go down the plasma tree path. I rarely do that. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. The cringiest video on YouTube, everybody, I'm sure. Yes, I like to trade. Look at all those credits. Uh-oh, it crashed. So I'm gonna cut it here. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next episode.